When Andrew called me in the hospital, the only thing he said was he wanted a DNA test. He didn't ask how I was or if our babies were going to live. He didn't care.
I want you to take a look at these adorable 8-month-old twins, Aiden and Ariel. Now, sadly, these two children have been fighting for their lives after being born at just 23 weeks. That's 4 months early. And they both weighed under 2 pounds at birth. So, joining us from Nashville, Tennessee is their mother, Leann, who says she is in a battle of her own because this man, Andrew, is denying he's the father of her twins. This is her story. 2 years ago, Leann said her ex-boyfriend, Andrew, was thrilled when she told him she was pregnant.
He was so excited when I told him about the baby. He wanted me to have his first son, just like we planned.
Just months later, Leann learned she was expecting twins, and that's when things took a turn for the worse.
When I told Andrew that we were having twins, he became less and less interested in my pregnancy. Then he got back with his ex, and I was left on my own.
Sadly, tragedy struck when Leann contracted a virus that put her in the hospital and threatened the lives of her and her babies.
I got real sick when I was 16 weeks pregnant. I now believe it was COVID-19. That illness caused me to go into labor early, and I had to give birth to my twins at only 23 weeks. When Aiden and Ariel were born, they only weighed 1 pound each. Every night I went to bed praying that my babies would live.
When Andrew reached out to Leann, the situation got even worse.
When Andrew called me in the hospital, the only thing he said was he wanted a DNA test. He didn't ask how I was or if our babies were going to live. He didn't care. Till this day, Andrew hasn't done anything for our babies but denied them. Our twins fought for their lives. The least Andrew can do is be there for them.
Leann, nice to see you. Welcome to the show. First of all, more than anything else, how are Aiden and Ariel doing these days?
Aiden and Ariel are doing wonderful. They are some strong babies. They fought and they're here. They're crawling, they're walking, trying to walk, they sitting up, and they just doing wonderful.
Great.
The only thing they lacking in their life is Andrew. And Aiden has gained a whole lot of weight. Aiden is 17 pounds. Ariel is 15 pounds.
Oh,
Aiden is thick.
Yeah.
Yes, they're big.
You called the show. Why do you need our help?
I need your help, Maury, because I'm sick of playing these games with Andrew. He's back and forth denying them every time he gets a new girlfriend, and I'm sick of playing these games with him.
So let's talk about you and Andrew. How'd y'all meet? What happened?
Me and Andrew met at a Dollar General. Me and him locked eyes together. We caught eyes, and I walked off. He walked up to my cousin and told my cousin that he wanted to get to know me. And he came in the store, gave me his number, I gave him my number, and it went from there. A few weeks later, we was still chilling, hanging out, and then he asked me out. After he asked me out, he told me I was going to be the one to have his first boy.
He told you that?
He told me that. He also told me he was going to marry me.
Marry you?
Marry me.
You know what he told my producers? He told my producers, he only saw you a couple of times. It wasn't serious.
That's a lie, Maury. That's all lies. Andrew will walk in the store right now and steal a piece of bubble gum. And it's on camera, and he would sit there and say he did not steal it when it's on camera.
All right. So, you all weren't together when you found out you were pregnant, right?
We were together. And then when his ex-girlfriend had called him and told him that she was pregnant with somebody else's baby, and he left and went to Detroit and left me hanging.
You went through your pregnancy by yourself, right?
By myself, Maury,
And
all by myself.
He wasn't even in the same state. Did he?
He wasn't in the same state. He wasn't nowhere to be found, Maury.
Did he know about the difficulty you were having during your pregnancy?
Yes, I contacted him. I contacted his mom. His mom let him know. He didn't care.
So he's never...
He did not care, Maury.
He's never seen Aiden. He's never seen Ariel. He's never been around you since you gave birth.
He has not. No, sir, he has not. Andrew has not been nowhere. I was in the hospital at 16 weeks for COVID.
Right.
And Andrew did not pick up the phone and say, hey, how you doing, or nothing. He did not do nothing. Then I had wound up going into labor at 23 weeks with Aiden and Ariel, having them, almost lost them.
Did he call
Yes.
while you were in the hospital?
Yes, after I had Aiden and Ariel, he called me. I contacted his mom contacted him, and he called me. He asked me for a DNA test. How do he go by sending some P up here for a DNA test?
Meanwhile, it was more difficult, apparently, for Aiden after he was born than it was for Ariel, right?
Yes, Aiden contracted a staph infection called MRSA. MRSA is in the bloodstream, and Aiden almost lost his life. Aiden fought. The doctors came to me and told me the ball is in my court, basically. They wanted to pull the plugs on my baby. And like I told the doctors, I had a 7-year-old son that beat cancer, stage 5 cancer. So I'm not going to pull no plug on him, just like I didn't do this with my 7-year-old.
So that's a miracle, baby.
Yes, sir, it is. Both of them are miracle.
Now,
they didn't expect Aiden or Ariel to make it.
So do you think they look like Andrew, the two of them?
Yes, Aiden and Andrew look just like twins. His mom says it, and Ariel look just like his daughter. There's no denying it. He has called me multiple times and told me this.
What reason does he give you that he's not the father?
He doesn't give me no reason. Every time he gets a new woman, he goes through the woman for options about if they're his or not. And I tell him all the time, were they in the bed with us? No. You knew we planned these babies. Well, we planned one, but we got two for the price of one.
So he says there are no twins in his family.
Yes, they do. His cousin has a set of twins. He have multiple twins in his family.
It seems, Andrew, that there are two versions of this. She says you're her ex-boyfriend. You say you didn't have a relationship at all.
I met that girl at the dollar store, Maury.
Girl got a name.
I had sex with her. And then she lied, man. It was a dollar store disaster. Dollar store disaster. It was a disaster from the jump, man.
It was not.
We had sex, Maury, then she
multiple
lied.
Times, more than 3 and 4 times.
She sent me some pregnancy sticks to my phone, she was pregnant after I was there for a few weeks in Tennessee. And that did it right. There, Maury.
You're
that
lying.
did it, Maury. That did it right there. She lied.
You came to Tennessee in July.
She says you wanted to make a baby with her.
He did. He wanted me to have his
I already
first
got 4 kids already, Maury. I'm gonna do more kids. I got 4 kids already that I love, and I know
you
that's mine,
Maury. You wanted me to have your firstborn. Tell the truth. You wanted me to have your firstborn.
She's full of bull crap, Maury. I had sex with her one time. She lied to me.
One time.
Lied to my family and told me she kept me. She want to keep me around.
Why do I want to keep you around?
Wait a second, Leann.
You cannot hold a man. You got 4 by 5 baby daddies, girl. The man won't you.
No, I do not.
Make it make sense.
I guarantee you I can have every last one of them.
Andrew, she says you asked her to marry you.
Come on now, Maury. Anything I married my baby mamas that got something going for themselves, not no girl that got 4 kids, 4 different baby daddies, live in an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment with 8 people in there. Come on, man, make it make sense.
A 2-bedroom apartment? I got a whole house out here.
You've never seen these.
No, and I don't.
And you face
why are you so
sure? Seeing them. You face all the time.
Wait a second, Andrew. Why are you so sure you're not the father?
To be honest, Maury, like I said, first time she lied to me and said she was pregnant, Maury.
Never did I lie to you.
I left her alone. I left her alone. Then I had sex with her again, Maury, and that was it. If they my kids, I take care of them on a portion with her. Simple as that. The girl is crazy. The girl is crazy. She go on social media.
I'm not crazy.
She go on social media. Find my mom, find my brothers, find my baby mamas.
Hold on.
Don't do things like that.
I ain't find none of your people.
She says she's been in touch with your mom, right? What does your mother think?
Right.
What's your mother
My
think?
mom thinks the girl is a lunatic.
She thinks she's a lunatic?
Your mom thinks I'm a lunatic, but your mom is the one communicate to me. If she thinks I'm a lunatic, why is she sending me money? Why is she sending me money to take care of your responsibilities?
Because you begging for money. That's why.
You a lie. I don't have to beg for nothing. I'm on salary, my boy.
Oh, you collect the child support. All you do is collect child support.
Okay.
My boy.
All right, hold on. I've had enough. I got it.
Do you want to see bank statements?
I can settle this one way or another right here, all right? Whether he is the father or not.
You ain't nothing but a trap, man.
Okay, hold on. Here we
go.
go.
Ain't no trap, and you're alcohol and you're a couch potato.
In the case of 8-month-old Aiden, Andrew, you are the father. And in the case of 8-month-old Ariel, Andrew, you are the father.
And you knew that. Thank you. You knew this.
You are not the father.